President Donald Trump delivered his first joint address of his second term to a deeply divided Congress on Tuesday. In a combative speech, he highlighted a series of executive orders he has signed to reshape the federal government and outlined the legislative priorities he hopes to pass with the support of Republicans who applauded his every line. 6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America, Trump declared in what became the longest joint session speech in U.S. history by any president. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. Here are 5 key takeaways from Tuesday's speech. Much like the addresses he made to Congress during his first term, Trump sought to frame the first months of his second term as historic and efficient. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land, Trump stated. These actions have included a freeze on all U.S. foreign aid, the withdrawal of the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accord, the rescinding of electric vehicle incentives passed under former President Joseph Biden as part of the Inflation Reduction Act, and the implementation of sweeping tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. Trump emphasized that a major goal of his administration was ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars. To that end, he announced the creation of the new Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, which is headed by Elon Musk, who was present in the gallery. Musk's role may be news to a federal judge hearing cases regarding the mass firings of government workers who were told that Amy Gleason was in charge of DOGE. Gleason previously worked at the U.S. Digital Service. Trump listed several examples of appalling waste identified by Musk and his team, though none could be immediately verified, and past claims of uncovering fraud have often been overstated. Despite a campaign pledge to bring grocery prices down on day one of his administration, the price of eggs has continued to rise dramatically due primarily to the slaughter of millions of chickens to stem the spread of bird flu. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down, Trump said. He urged Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins to do a good job on that issue, stating that she inherited a total mess from the previous administration. The agency Rollins runs estimates that egg prices could rise by more than 40% in 2025. While Trump repeatedly criticized those Democrats who attended his speech, saying there was nothing he could do to make them happy, notable moments of protest emerged. Representative Al Green, a Democrat from Texas, stood early in the speech and heckled the president. This led to a rebuke from House Speaker Mike Johnson, but Green continued to shout at Trump. "You have no mandate," he yelled. Johnson then instructed the House Sergeant-at-Arms to remove him from the chamber as Trump's Republican supporters chanted, "USA, USA." Some Democrats held signs during Trump's remarks, with messages like "Lies" and "Save Medicare," and many members of the party chose to exit the speech before it was finished. Representative LaMonica McIver of New Jersey stated after walking out on the speech, "In just half an hour, he spewed ignorance on everything from diversity, immigration, and trans kids to DOGE cuts and the cost of eggs." Trump continued to press his plan to expand U.S. territorial holdings. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal, Trump said, adding, "We're taking it back." He mentioned that Senator Marco Rubio was in charge and wished him luck. The canal is currently managed by the Panamanian government-owned Panama Canal Authority. Trump then moved on to his next already claimed conquest, Greenland. "I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it." Despite Greenland being a territory of Denmark whose prime minister has repeatedly stated that the island is not for sale, Trump assured his audience otherwise. "I think we're gonna get it. One way or the other, we're gonna get it," he said. Despite a contentious White House meeting last week with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that resulted in accusations that Trump had sided with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Trump expressed optimism about a deal to end the war. "Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine," Trump said. The letter reads, "Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer."